You know what? I don't know if I've actually told the story of how me and Mayra met. So let me tell you guys that. So once upon a time, I was on a little game called VR Chat. You might know it. I might have mentioned it a few times. But I was on there in a little avatar I have that's a cute little frog guy. If you've been around a while, you remember the Cult of the Frig being a part of the Starting Soon and stuff. Well, after finding this really cute frog avatar, okay, let me tell you the story. Sidetrack. Let me tell you the story of that. I was hanging out in a world, just randomly, you know, and these people were all the same height, and I was like, that's weird. So I turned on all the avatars, and they were all the little frog, and I was like, oh, that's cute, you know, little frog. They were going around to everybody in that session saying, join us, join the frogs. So of course I joined the frogs, and we session hopped into a few other worlds, and people were so willing to just become a frog. So I was like, I'm gonna start a cult. So me and Squash, good friend of the channel, Grey Dog in chat, he joined me, and he was like, oh, you know what's up with a frog? I was like, hey man, look, just become a frog with me. He was like, alright, sure. So then we went to a black cat, and we started approaching people saying, hey, become a frog. And after that, I made a VR chat group called Cult of the Frig. Because we're not frogs, we're frigs, you see, it's legally distinct. And I made the group the Cult of the Frig, and then we really started recruiting. We'd go to a black cat, and I would go up to people, sorry, because I think I'm more okay with doing this to people. I would go up, and in the most grandiose voice I could, I'd say, hello! Which would get people to go look down at the frog and go, oh, hello, little buddy, you know? And I would say something along the lines of like, oh god, it was something about like one, you know, the deal of the deal of a lifetime, the opportunity of a lifetime, and they'd be like, okay, what is it? And I'd be like, do you wish to join a cult? And I'd say, yeah, you know, hey, join the Cult of the Frig, become, you know, take the avatar, join the group, join the cult. So, getting back to my main story, me and Mayra, we're in the same black cat. I was the Frig, the little frog avatar, and I was just messing around. I was just talking to people, hanging out, and all of a sudden, I hear this voice go, "Oh my god, he's so cute!" About the frog avatar. So I was hanging out a little bit, and I was like, "Yeah, hi, you know, the frog. It's a frig. There's a cult." And of course, the voice belonged to Mayra, because she was the one. She was losing it over how cute the frig was. And when I say losing it, I mean she was losing it. She was bawling in her headset because of how cute this little frog avatar was. Literal tears running down her face from how cute it was. But yeah, that's the actual story of how we met. And from there, I think, I don't remember how adding each other worked. I think either I disconnected, she got crashed, something like that happened. And she went out of her way to find me and add me after that. And from there, we started hanging out a lot, obviously. But I introduced her to people like Squash, I was hanging out with at the time. Just, you know, my friends that I was hanging out with on the game. And while we hung out, it was very obvious that we were very flirty with each other. There was a running joke for a long time that we were just friends. We were just really good friends, me and Mayra. I'll be honest, I'll expose this little tidbit. I did clarify like 18 times that we were just friends. Because it's not like I would flirt with her, we would flirt with each other. Like a lot while we were hanging out with people. So there was a lot of times where Mayra would get a message. Are you sure we're just friends? You sure? You sure that's all this is? And every single time, yeah, we're just friends. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, yeah, we're just friends. That you know, you come over and sit where I'm sitting every time. You reciprocate the flirting. if not go further. But no, we're just good friends.